Hi there! That's right, Nick Dutch back on the camera yet again for another delightful tarot reading. Now once in a while, just occasionally under some circumstances, not all that often, I get the occasional question about love. And today is no exception. Alright, we've got a YouTube inquirer who's decided to ask me today about love that she has not got yet, and she wants to know whether she's going to meet her twin flame within the year of 2010 and what he looks like. Let's just have a quick look at what the question is saying. Alright, it's asking about a twin flame. It's making an assumption that there is such a thing as a twin flame. Within the New Age world, there's all kinds of different understandings and ideas as to what a soulmate is, or what the ideal relationship partner is, and so on and so forth. And sometimes they're called soulmates, sometimes they're called twin flames. I personally am not as much of a believer in the existence of predestined relationships, alright? I can say that there are people who can develop a very strong love bond with each other. And sometimes this can be stimulated almost automatically. Sometimes it can be developed with the passage of time, and the individuals make each other love each other, and then this very real, very genuine bond can occur. When that happens, yes, we might as well call that a soulmate situation or a twin flame situation. You're asking me what he looks like. I don't always get visual data when I'm doing a reading. I can see what my reading says, and I can tell you what I can see. Alright, all I can do is try my best. And if something does come through, then fine. If it doesn't, then again, fine. But we'll just see whether there is this sense of connection and all the rest of that appearing for you in this particular reading today. Bear with me a second, please. Just giving the cards a quick shuffle. Alright. Doing it my traditional fortune teller's manner, which is to cut the cards so some cards are upright, some cards are reversed, shuffle again, reverse half the pack, and shuffle yet again. Alright. And then cut to make sure that it's even more randomized. You're asking about 2010. I'll lay out 6 cards and we'll have a look over the whole year. Alright, again it's a question of good news and bad news for you. Alright, the bad news is that all the best signs are in the second half of the year. Well, actually probably from May onwards. Alright, because all of these, I don't know whether you can see that there, they all have some kind of either cup symbolism or a sense of a watery type symbolism, which you can divine quite simply because of the colours. With the High Priestess, the reference to the moon, which in this case is reversed, which is talking about yourself being someone who has a certain level of control over what's going to happen within your relationship life moving on into the future, okay? The first half of the year, the first few months of the year, I should say, that's dominated by a very different kind of energy, thought and feeling. Short-term future, bit of a feeling of frustration. You're going to have to just deal with that. Alright? Because I don't see this person suddenly materializing out of thin air, appearing on your doorstep with a bottle of champagne in one hand and a bunch of red roses in the other. I'm just not seeing that. It's not happening within the immediate or the very short-term future. So again, that's why I'm saying wait until May. If you look about the, let's just get a little closer here. Look at the colours and energies. This card here, sometimes labelled as debauch, is talking about a sense of a bit too much in the way of emotion, possibly negative emotion, possibly frustration, a feeling of being held back. It appears to me that the way that you're looking at the world of relationships is that it should have happened by now. Alright, there's a sense of, oh my god, I've got to catch up. No, you don't have to catch up. You've got to be the right person at the right time in the right place, and that's the way it works in reality. Alright, and then following on from there, we got this sword card here, which is sometimes labelled as ruin, which is a bit of a depressive mood. I mean, I feel that you're asking about this because you're actually feeling bad about the way that your relationship life has gone in the past. And what you want to do is to actually see and have some hope and some faith it's all going to get better for you. Well, of course it's going to get better. You're an intelligent, decent, good-looking, respectable, well-brought-up young lady. It has to happen for you. And on top of that, you've gone through an awful lot of change throughout your life up to this point. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to learn from your past experiences and see how your future pans out as a result of reflection and contemplation. And I feel that's what you should be doing in your short-term future, not wallowing in the, oh my god, why hasn't it happened, what's wrong with me, what am I doing wrong? Okay, use this as a time to think back upon your life. See how far you've come, see how far you've grown. We'll look out for the positives and start to develop self-esteem, because according to the reading, if we've got those negative signs there, you must have gone through a hell of a lot. emotionally, psychologically, financially, career-wise. It's all there in the feelings I'm getting. This is not the end of the ride, as we've got a very hopeful future for you, okay? Love signs, sense of unity, love signs again. This seems to be talking about a sense of progress, as many readings do, because of course you're still growing, we're all developing, you're no different, I'm no different. But why would there be a sense of there being some individual in your life at about May time?